I really wish I had all of this information when I was starting my trucking company. Hi guys, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about the 5 things I wish I knew when I was starting my trucking company. Let's go. So before we start, I want to tell you about my experience. In the baby stages of opening our trucking company, we stupidly decided to pay cash for everything without having any consideration for the fact that there is such a thing as business credit. Rookie mistake? Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? We learned from it, and now every piece of equipment we get, we finance all the way. Also, because of our lack of experience in the industry, our insurance didn't come cheap in the beginning. It was like $5,000 down payment, $26,000 for the year. Basically, we cashed out quite a bit of money to start our trucking business. And when I say quite a bit, I mean with a new truck and trailer, all cash, and with all the other little investments that are needed in this business, we paid something like $255,000 just to start. I know, it sounds insane to me as well, especially knowing everything I know now. Now, our goals were pretty steep. We wanted to make 100% return on investment in that first year. The question is, did we reach that goal? And I have to disappoint you guys. Unfortunately, we did not, but we did pretty good. We made 77% return on investment in that first year. We actually made something like $197,000, so we were about $60,000 short. When we started in 2019, first of all, the rates were going down the drain. The rates were not good. Everyone knows it. Number 2, we were new to this industry. We had no idea what we were doing. And number 3, because I was the one dispatching the loads and I had zero experience, the rates I was getting were not that great. They were definitely over $2 per mile for the most part, but I didn't consider deadhead. I didn't consider a lot of those things that are so important when booking a load. So I had to learn quite a bit. So to give you a comparison, I'm actually gonna look at the real numbers right now. In 2019, in our first year, our average gross income on an owner-operated truck was $23,411 a month. And this is gross, this is before expenses. In 2021, our average gross income on the owner-operated truck is $36,520 a month. So that is like a $13,000 increase. Now, in terms of our net income, because net income is what is important, the net income in 2019 on the owner-operated truck was averaging $14,025.90. In 2021, and the year is not over yet, it's $22,456.87 on one truck that is owner operated. So now that I have given you my whole life story pretty much, after over 2 years of daily experience in this industry, here are the 5 things I wish I knew when I was opening a trucking company. Number 1, build up your CDL experience if you can. One of the biggest concerns in this industry when starting out is insurance. What will be the rate? So insurance companies, if you have a new CDL, will either give you a crazy rate up to $44,000 a year, or they won't insure you at all. Especially in recent years, a lot of insurance companies stopped insuring new CDL holders who have less than 2 years of experience. And you know what? If you don't have insurance, you don't have a business. So if you can get 2 years under your belt with a CDL, trust me, when you go and ask for an insurance quote, not only will you be getting manageable rates, but you will also get to bid one insurance broker against the other to get an even better rate. Number 2, do not pay cash for your equipment if you can avoid it. If you have a good credit score and you can finance, just go ahead and finance your truck and trailer. The reason is you want to build business credit, especially if you want to expand someday. That way, you are going to get much better rates in the future when you're buying and financing trucks and trailers to expand your fleet. Number 3, and I see a lot of people making this mistake, and I nearly made this mistake when we were just opening our trucking company, but thankfully my family stopped me. Don't buy an old junker just to save money. Yes, the prices of trucks and trailers right now are extremely high, and it might be very tempting to go ahead and buy a 10-year-old truck and trailer because the price is so much lower. But getting 10-year-old equipment will actually cost you more on a monthly basis. Remember, equipment is finite and it will break down, and the older it is, the more often you will get those breakdowns. And the more often it breaks down, the more maintenance you have to do, which means you have to cash out more on a monthly basis to maintain that equipment so it's actually operating and doing what you need it to do. Number 4, don't skip the fuel card. Fuel is a huge issue right now. The rates of fuel keep rising, and there's no end in sight as to when this will all level off or the rates will start going down. We have no idea when this will happen. And a good fuel card can save you a ton of money, so why not take advantage of it? Just remember that fuel will be your highest expense on a month-to-month basis. So saving a little money there is always welcome. Number 5, a good dispatcher is everything. Now, I'm not saying you have to go ahead and outsource a dispatcher. You might be dispatching yourself, but in that case, really learn what you need to do to get those good rates. Remember, the success of your business and your income depends on not just how good of a rate you can negotiate for a load, but also what that load costs and what your net profit is on each load you transport. So a good dispatcher is everything. So I hope this video was helpful and that you learned something new today, and I will see you in the next video.